On the ready.
58, Mike. Touchdown, defense.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Defense wins championships, baby. And 58 is a Mike.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
At the Bears' 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 59.
Hey, my 7.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Switch up. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Bring it. 59 is Mike. 59.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Come on, baby.
Get it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Every day. Any day.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd down, Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Lock in, lock in.
That's mine.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
All right, check. 59. Let's go, baby.
Go.
Let's get that ball.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Switch. Watch, twitch.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it here with Thompson. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurry up now.
Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
This is Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Pull it high. Go.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check three.
General West.
On the carry, Thompson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Protein, spill. Go.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
59, Mike, check, 59. Watch the screen. Mike's about
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Fournette. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
60 on. Now.
Now Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check right.
They run with Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check 59, right?
Go.
59, Mike to 59. So don't say nothing. Mike's 59.
Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun is Minshew. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check.
Now it's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lock in, lock in.
44's the Mike. Check, check.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Twist, watch the twist.
Alert, 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 alert.
44's the Mike.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of it?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Go, 90, Wolf.
Go, go, go. Hey, switch gears.
Yeah.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
5. Go.
59. Mike's 59. Watch the back.
Hey.
Motion. Reset.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yep. Exit.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
44 Mike. Check.
Hey, wahoo!
44 Mike.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check.
Blue draw quarters.
Deuce. Rush in.
Hey, ball. Alert!
Mike's focused.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Alert! Bravo!
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. As his guys are in for 6 as the Bears push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Get it.
Now Thompson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Check, check. Fresh down.
64, weak.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Look at me, zipper.
They go with Thompson again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Come to my work. Kill, kill, kill.
Take 3, 218, chop.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is
59.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trubisky now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
44, Mike, 44.
Trubisky to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Here we go. 44.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Check 59, Mike is...
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Mike's 59. Record. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Go.
Watch the sled. Mike's 5'9",
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 23 yards the pickup there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Check 59.
Hey, Delta.
Mike is 59. Stop your whining. Mike's 59.
Now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 5'9". Danny.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike 59. Ready? Mike's 59. Focus, defense, focus.
Go.
59's Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, D.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 5'9".
Go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Bears take over 1st and
Let's go.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, Zoo.
They go play action. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert.
Check 59. Mike.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Robinson's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, check. 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, Alpha.
59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, defense.
Trubisky to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. Spinning away. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
59 Mike. Check.
Hey, wahoo!
He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
59, 59. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Yeah, yeah.
Give me some. Give me some. What we got?
Smooth. Hey, drop, get it.
He's back to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Here we go. 30 base. Good.
Get in the weight room.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Hey!
Go get it.
Bravo!
Mike, check. 59, 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got it.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 59. Check.
Be careful.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yep.
Mike 5'9". Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, check. 59.
Hey, seam 6.
So that'll back him up 5.
Got it.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Mike's 59. Check. 59.
Look at me. Zipper.
They're not ready.
Go.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Ready?
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
Yeah.
Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Go.
Check. 59.
Hey, Delta.
Time to go. Night. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get ready. Mike's 59. Down to lose one. Go.
On 4th down, Minshew. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Tighten up.
Topper. Now.
They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this